Back to the story, so I created my laboratory, and it grew, and I became an associate professor, and I became a full professor, and I became the director of the Spinal Cord Research Center. During all of this time, I became heavily involved in medical education, educating medical students in neurology. So I was course director, and I delivered a lot of curriculum in neurology.
How many years of your career in UFM?
35.
When you become a professor like that, how old were you?
Well, I was an assistant professor when I was 33 or 34.
And then you become a junior?
Then you become an associate professor.
Okay.
Probably about 88.
Okay.
So I'd be about 38, 39. And then I became a professor when I was about 43.
43. Okay.
Which is fairly early, but it's just the way that things worked out.
Okay.
And so you take on more responsibilities.
Yes, for sure, yes.
And I became the director of the Spinal Cord Research Center when I was 52.
Okay.
So, but I was very heavily involved in teaching and in developing the curriculum, like deciding what we're going to teach.
That's very important, I think.
Yeah. And it's interesting because I am not a medical doctor. I am not a physician.
Yeah, you're not a doctor in the hospital.
Right. So I had to talk to many of them and try and understand what we should be teaching to junior doctors. I guess when I was about 66, 67, I decided I wasn't going to apply for any more research grants.
Yeah, okay.
Because they're at 5 at a time, 5 years at a time, and it was just enough.
Yeah, okay.
And so then I got more involved in medical education, and I became the director of curriculum for the first and second year of medicine.
Oh, wow.
In Canada, we have 4 years of medicine.
Yeah.
So I'm still the director of curriculum for years 1 and 2.
Okay.
So then I retired.
So you decided what they study?
Yeah. I retired at the age of 69.
69.
Or 68, almost 69. But I kept my position as a director of curriculum, which I still am today.
How you keep that position?
I'm under contract.
Oh, okay. So you're okay.
So I no longer have my professor salary.
Yeah, but you just have some.
I have,
Okay, cool.
So I have a part-time position as curriculum.
Okay. Like for me, as a young person, I'm interested in lots of things. I'm lost. Any advice to help me?
Sure, the advice is to find someone that you would like to be around.
Okay. An older person or younger?
Well, it doesn't matter. Someone you can learn from. It will typically be older.
Yeah, okay.
Not always, but could be someone your age. But typically someone that's older that you can become as interested as they are in their topic.
Okay.
That's the goal.
So find someone
who's very enthusiastic about what they do, not only to teach, but to let people learn. It's very important if you're training people, and I'm training scientists, that you let people make mistakes.
Oh, that's, for sure.
Right?
You have to
make mistakes.
We all learn from our mistakes. I always tell students that you have to.
And that's what I meant partly by a safe environment. Whereas if you make a mistake, it's not like that. It's like, okay, well, what did you learn from that? Right?
So you mean safe? You mean safe in this kind of safe?
Well, safe mentally, to feel safe intellectually. Where it's all right to make a stupid answer to a question.
Of
it's
course.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, totally agree, yes.
Yeah, we're not going to laugh at you. We're going to say, no, you should have think of it this way. Oh, okay, now I understand.
Yeah. Are all the students you had, they're all very top students? They're all very good? No? So how to become a medical student?
In Canada, I don't know that we take any foreign students.
No, not foreign,
Right.
I know that. You have to be PR or citizen to apply for medical school. So let's say not international students, just local who immigrate to Canada.
Sure.
Like my son, okay?
Like half our medical class.
like half your medical class?
Something like
See,
that.
already half Chinese or half international, like
international.
Newcomers.
Well, their parents at least.
Yeah.
At least their parents.
Maybe they born here or they moved here very young, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah. So we have all countries represented, which is very good. It's beautiful.
So, is there anything very important a student they must have before they go to medical school?
So you need to take certain courses.
Yeah,
There's not many certain courses. I would strongly advise to take some biology.
Bio, yes, for sure.
Some things like that. But we have students who came with a music degree.
Like Einstein. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, really?
So, if they are short of some other course, they have to still do it before they get into medical school?
It depends on the medical school.
Okay.
At the University of Manitoba, there's only 1 or 2 courses that you have to take.
Oh, okay.
Right? Now, I would advise people take more than that.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's quite a difficult transition.
Okay.
But we've had people with engineering degrees. We've had quite a few.
Okay.
We've had people, as I say, with a music degree.
Yeah. I think musicians are smart. Clever. They can do everything.
Right, I agree with you.
Yeah. Okay.
And more than we've made surveys in the past. More than half of our medical students are musicians.
Really? 大家听到没有啊？一半以上的这个医学院的学生，一半以上都是音乐人，都是 musicians. Wow, that's good. 所以孩子们小时候多学点音乐是有好处的。Great.
And some of them play in bands, and some of them just play classical music. But the number of people with pretty good.
Do you think because they have free spirit or open mind, so it's better to learn?
Well, I don't know. I
why?
mean, it's been proven many times that a musical education, more than just learning to play your instrument, it changes the way you think.
Yeah,
and that's a good thing.
Yes.
I remember we're off topic here, but I'll make your point here. I remember a long time ago learning about this, that this is when Silicon Valley with Google and all of those places and Apple and everything were starting up. When you had a job application, when you wanted to work from those companies, one of the questions was, which instrument do you play?
Oh, wow.
Which instrument, not do you.
Okay, which one?
Yeah, because they found that particularly for things like programming and problem solving and those kinds of technical ways of thinking, musicians were better than people without musical training, or not training, but musical interest.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a degree or go to school or even study formally, which I thought was very interesting, and I believe it.
Yeah, I believe it too.
Yeah, no,
I'm very proud of
I
that.
do. And that's why, and I'll say this very strongly. So I've had a parallel career of science and music.
Yeah.
Okay. My musical friends are just as intelligent as a group as my academic friends.
Yeah.
And I say that without hesitation. Without hesitation.
Am I in there?
You're in both. Yeah. No, absolutely. But if you think about it, you think of the conversation we had the other night.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
That was an intellectual conversation, except when you got crazy.
我们有时候玩音乐的时候会聊很多好玩的话题，然后会争论一些小事情。那天我们在聊一些舞台上的一些硬件问题。I always enjoy talking with Dr. Dave.
but yeah, to be serious, I think that helps. It doesn't help you get into medical school.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that the people who have a variety of interests
will be better.
Will be more likely to be accepted into medicine.
所以家长朋友要注意了，如果你的孩子想上医学院的话，不要。他刚刚说了，一定要 variety of interest， 所以就是要兴趣爱好要广泛的学生更容易被医学院录取。
Yeah.
所以千万不要让他们太 You understood me?
No, it's perfectly.
所以不要让孩子太单一的。他刚刚建议要学 bio， 那么 bio 的话也不要就全死学 bio， 一定要兴趣要广泛。 Oh, that's very important information.
Yeah, so we've had people who are very good at athletics.
Oh yeah, okay.
Playing in very very high level sports.
Yeah, okay.
And that's the same kind of thing. It's a dedication where you have to practice, like you practice your music or you practice your sport. It's the same kind of discipline, and it's the same kind of dealing with emotions. When you fail. And when you succeed. And working as a team, which is considered to be very important. So if you're a person who just sits in your room and studies all day, those people are not very attractive.
Okay. 书呆子不是很有竞争力. Yes, I agree. Yeah.
No, we want people who are easy to talk to. And we're not talking about language here. That's not language doesn't matter. But are just easy to talk to, relaxed. Because when you become a doctor, you have to deal with everyone.
Yes. Some patients may be like very nervous about something, but you have to know how to deal with people, right?
Some have no education. Some have a lot of education. Some of them have had terrible things happen in their lives.
Yes, exactly.
That we can't understand. But we have to.
Yes.
So that becomes very important. And the interview process, your marks at university are maybe 20% of the score to get into medicine, or 25%, some number like that. The interview is probably about 30%.
Okay.
You have to write a medical college admission test.
Okay.
And that's worth, I don't know, 15%. I might get these numbers a little wrong. And then you have to write an essay.
Okay.
Sort of about explaining who you are and why you want to be a doctor, and that's worth 10 or 15%.
Okay.
So they're looking at the whole person. So there's academics in there. They have your grades.
But
everyone gets A's. Right? You don't have to. So you can get B pluses and get into medicine. They look at your medical college admission test, and there's where you need some science for that test.
Okay, you need some really academic support.
So you take a course or something on the medical college admission test, but the interview is extremely important.
I feel like in Canada, lots of things really, it's not about what you studied or what's your background. Like the interview part, it is very important. When you talk with the person who may be your boss in the future directly, you have to impress him in that 30 minutes interview, and then you have to show him you are a whole person. You are a person that he wants to. It doesn't matter how your scores are or what you did yesterday. Well, it matters, but not that important.